tuned to the Black Fire Radio, and you're listening to
Yes, family, karibuni sana, and good afternoon, good evening from my end. Hope you guys are doing amazing, and welcome to another beautiful session of the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby. To all our amazing first-time listeners and our returning listeners and subscribers, karibuni sana. Big quick shout out to everyone with us on Facebook, on YouTube, on the radio, on Rumble Live with us, and also on other social handles like TikTok. Karibuni sana to everyone who is also right here with us. And we also have Keith in the building. Today we had no lights apparently and unfortunately, but I'm glad that KPLC did restore the lights back on time, and we're here to present what has been going on throughout the day and on other parts of the world. And of course, quick shout out to also Saddam on TikTok, shout out to Callisto, shout out to Samuel One, and to everyone with us on all other platforms. Karibu sana, and of course Karibu sana Keith as well. How are you doing today?
Auntie Sana, I'm doing
How you?
okay. Can't complain. The sun is shining. I'm
Mm-hmm.
in northern Florida, just past the capital of Florida, Tallahassee, where Sister Stacy used to live. Now she lives in the capital. Now she lives in the capital of South Africa, Johannesburg. So
Yeah,
one,
that's gonna. I hope she's making things easier for me there to find my husband. I hope life is faring with her. Stacey, if you're
I
listening, I'll need
don't
you
know.
to
You got,
guide.
I don't know. You got a lot of broke brothers in South Africa. Hopefully you get the one that's making some money.
She will have to guide me because I was once a tour guide as well in Tanzania. So,
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now that right. She had to tell you about Joburg. That's right.
yep,
Just be,
yeah.
just, just be careful. Keep your mouth shut. They won't know you're a foreigner. Just walk around.
Man, I will have to keep my mouth shut. I was listening to the discussion you guys were having yesterday with Katie about the deployment of a couple thousands of soldiers and troops, that is troops,
Yeah,
to
to
DRC Congo.
DRC.
And I
Hmm.
love the debate because it's how you're quite sure or you're quite hoping things are gonna change. And Katie was like, nah, 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 nah. We're talking about a banana republic as well, a banana republic country as well. So
Of course,
it's not.
but why would they be doing it then? What benefit does South Africa have not to go? I mean, because they're spending their own money, and also Tanzania said that I knew Tanzania was going to do the right thing. And step Tanzania is sending its troops and Malawi.
Mhm.
So, what reason would South Africa have to go if they're not going to help? Because I think South Africa is probably figuring, you know what, we're going to help you DRC, but what we will do,
Mhm.
you're going to pay us back in minerals. So we're going
Mhm.
to what we're going to do, we're going to create an African partnership that's beneficial to both of us.
Yep.
So we'll
And
bring stability. Oh, go ahead.
well,
Go ahead,
I,
Jimmy.
I, I, I feel if it is South Africa funding the whole project, well, we need to look at the source of the money one again because we're not really sure it's them funding. They could be just
That's true.
uh being used to go
It
like
could be.
the
It
ones
could
who
be.
are,
But it
yeah,
could be. It could be.
we
I'm
could.
hoping. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping.
But again,
I'm
I
hoping.
think it could be positive because we've seen so far they are the only country and a few that are joining hands in accusing Israel for what they are doing and they have been committing for so long. So I
Yeah.
think that
So
is
exactly.
hope. Yeah.
So, so I think South Africa might be trying to understand that Nigeria's never going to be the big brother it's supposed to be. Too
Mm-hmm.
much of a basket case. I told people, you waiting on Nigeria to get his shit together. Good luck with that. You wait to the end of time. You wait for the time. You
Like
wait for the
that's
time for that backward ass country. Hate to say it, you wait forever with them goofy Negroes. It just ain't gonna work. Damn, when Nigeria gets this shit together, they're gonna fix all of Africa. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I also tell you good luck with that. It's gonna take time. Nigeria, oh, there's a whole lot of ocean to clean there in form of a sewage, man. But I see we have so many people on TikTok. Shout out to everyone who's following now. Shout out to Sam Michael. Shout out to Fazia. Shout out to Malkia 001. Shout out to Nimo254. Shout out to Madenge. Shout out to Jack Paps. Shout out to who as well? Shout out to Ruth
everybody.
Silantio. Shout out to the calm me. They calm me fool. They call me fool. Oh god damn. Okay. Okay.
Joey was thinking that was a name that Joey pronounced. Oh, that was they call me fool.
Man, welcome. And also shout out to Awesome Show. Awesome Show. Karibu Sana. I almost mispronounced your name as well. If I do mispronounce your name, kindly forgive me. I don't like mine being mispronounced, so forgive me. And thank you so much.
We know that.
Yeah, thank you for the roses as well, Jax, and shout out to Vic as well, and to everyone who's with us live here today. But as we start with today's conversation, today we're not able to bring a couple of many shows actually, like I said, because of due to lack of electricity. I want to start with something that is happening in 254, and which is very supposed to be highly debated by, if we really actually had the African Union considering, putting African countries and the benefit of the people first, which we've discussed for so long. We should be seeing this applying. One of the things we should see applying is the breaking of the borders. I've spoken about this. We should no longer be having borders.
They should have been gone.
We should not be having any laws put on schools, because that is one of the debates I want to have right here. We have Esther Passaris, who's a women representative, who was called out during the femicide cases that were on the rise. I won't call them femicide because people are dying in Africa, people are killing each other, so it's just gender-based violence and needs to be tackled in the right way. But she was called out, and I see that she's literally stepped up for a job, because she's saying that she's going to ban all the requirements of school uniform in Kenya, because she called this a colonial.
Good for her. That's the white man brought that in. The white man brought those goofy uniforms in. It looks stupid. It looks slavery to me. I've been saying Africa, no matter African countries gotta wear these goofy uniforms. They should have been done away with them when you got supposed freedom. Walk around with these goofy uniforms on.
Yeah, crazy. It is crazy. So let me share this video, what she had to say, and she's gonna mention actually the expenses of buying school uniform. And mind you, school uniform is very expensive to buy, and also getting your child into school is also something else you need to cater for. It's not like school uniforms caters for school fees. These are two different things. Not even the school, because we also have public schools. When they were introduced, they were supposed to be giving us uniforms, shoes, and a lot of things, but none of this actually has ever happened. Personally, I went to a public school. My own experience here. We used to be beaten by teachers, especially for missing Saturday tuitions, because they are looking for extra money from that. If you don't go and when you go to school on Saturday, you need to have no school uniform, because the government is gonna realize teachers are squandering money from parents while they're not literally paying them enough. So there's a lot of going on with this broken system, because that is what it is. We have in Africa a system of corruption which is not willing to be changed if we don't call out for the change. But I see Awesome Show says your story a uniform in a fight or lower. Exactly. It's supposed to be actually have been done long time ago. It should have been removed long time ago. And that's what I'm saying.
Should have been removed. Exactly. Those uniforms, if you notice, all those uniforms came in through colonialization. The white man brought that shit in. When you got freedom, you're supposed to get rid of all the colonial systems that were there. This is 60 years later, you still haven't got rid of just school uniforms. That's supposed to have been tossed out the hair. Take your uniforms back when you get your ass out the country.
Yep. But Awesome Show, karibu sana na kucheki. You are requesting to join the talk before I get to share the video.
Yeah.
And I see you have something to also say about the uniforms and what should be done. Karibu sana.
Yes, mambo.
Poa sana, karibu.
Asante sana. I think it's my first time to be with the mission. Our mission is
It's okay. It's okay. Can I give you a link? Maybe I can share a link that you can join and dive in the conversation.
Right now,
Yeah, sure.
my light like just Gucci.
It's okay. You don't need a light. I don't know. There's a way I can share the link on stream on a TikTok kid. The stream had the link. Can I? I don't know if there's a
Yeah,
way I can.
you got the link right there. I don't know if you can do it like that, but I can still hear him. I hear him
Okay, you
okay.
can hear. Oh, okay. If you can hear him, okay. Okay, ni sawa tu wanakusikia. What are your thoughts regarding the issues of school uniform in Africa at large, not just Kenya, because Africans, this has been a colonial rule that was left towards us, and we still use it very highly.
Miss, let's not leave Africa but here back Kenya personally.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have been to public school.
Yeah.
My sisters were into private schools.
Okay.
The way my sisters were treated because of school uniform and whatsoever. Even by school uniform, inafaa itolewe totally up to zero kabisa.
Yep.
Inafanya watu kufanyia ukweli.
True.
Unapata mtoi pale primary school kijana ana hustle hana uniform longi imeraruka.
Could you try use English, because we have diaspora audience and they want to listen to you as well.
Okay.
Well, you just if it's hard for him, Joe, but you just translate for him.
Relax.
Okay.
Continue.
Oh, I was talking about this issue of uniform, and actually, in Africa,
Yeah.
me personally,
Yeah.
we have experience.
Yeah.
Personally, you have gone to primary school, you have experience.
Yeah.
I think His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya,
Yeah.
has gone through this system, and when he was giving out Thanksgiving about his homemates, his schoolmates, I think you saw the video
Yeah.
of his homemates, how they were talking.
Yep.
They were sharing his story and what. I don't know why we cannot feel the way we are feeling. And we should do away with the school uniform. We should at least have another generation. Number one, we are the youth. We are the future of tomorrow.
True.
And if the government is not listening to us, which is number one, which is true, the government is not listening to us. The government, it has blessed
wax on their ears.
Yeah, they feel like themselves belong to. They own everything. They say like, let me give you an example of Jacaranda.
Okay.
There are men out there talking about everything, mankind for job, mankind. They have students in school who don't have even those
uniform.
And you cannot be in a public school without a school uniform. Why? Why is it necessary? Why?
We
Our people who colonized us, the British and whatsoever, are not putting us. It's a mindset of which you have already placed in our mind, and they are put it in a system whereby it's like the matrix. We cannot escape.
Yep, it's a matrix.
Correct.
Yeah, it is true. But just to get back to Kid, because these are conversation again. Like I always love when we're narrating some things that Africa needs to tackle, where we go back to history. Why is it, Kid, that they left this system behind? Understand it's a system of slavery
It's about mind control. So that's why you're not giving your history. That's why you're not knowing who you are. The Africans are told so many lies about white people coming to civilize you. Africans civilized the world. So you're never, I didn't know that until I got older in life. The lies that you've been told. And so it becomes a simulation of worshiping the people that brought rape and theft and disparaged you as a people. And so, and it's a form of uniformity. So I'm going to make the school's uniformity in the educational knowledge and the dress. So when you make things uniformity, it's easier to control people. Right? That's why the military is based on uniformity. Because I want to control the individuals that I bring into the military. I want to make it
Mm-hmm.
uniformity. I don't want anybody straying away from the uniformity of what I'm putting into place. That's why you
Mm-hmm.
see all throughout Africa. It's not just all throughout Africa. Everybody's got the school uniform. Everybody's got that school uniform
Yeah.
around because they don't want you to think as an individual. So you've been molded as a slave.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, why do you think you see that these Negroes in Kenya, in Zimbabwe, in Ghana, in Nigeria, still wear these in Uganda, still wear these goofy wigs, Joby? They wear white men's wigs
Mm-hmm.
because it shows you that their minds are conquered. The
Yep.
puppet. You should have been got. You know how retarded you look. Even 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 the Indians who were colonized by the British and the Chinese people wigs on their head. You're not walking around with nobody's wig on their head.
Mm-hmm.
Only the African has been subjugated and still continues to be subjugated. Just like all these morons, Joby, went to Italy again, right? And they were
Yeah.
put on another bus as children. In Italy, all these goofy puppet Negroes from Africa were all put on buses again. You imagine the
Mm-hmm.
disrespect. Like you had Rudolph, this moronic Negro. I'm not gonna do it no more. And when they called him, they said, "Nigga, you better get your ass up here now." Okay,
And that's
okay.
what exactly awesome show is trying to talk about. Especially, he's saying how Africans we are the youths, the future of the tomorrow, the African youths, and that is the fact. And that's why they're so scared. Like I'll give a perfect example of what happened recently in Senegal, where we had a secretive coup, attempted coup. They immediately changed the election dates. They are now
Exactly.
having talks. We can see ECOWAS trying to have the talks, and because of what the three Western African countries, now the fourth one trying to do, because we are realizing all this has been a trap. Like he called it, this is a matrix we're trapped on, and people have to realize we need to wake up and escape the matrix. But also, I'm sure, what do you have to say? What do you think Africans? Because right now you've spoken about where the leaders have put wax on their ears. What is it that you think African youths need to
But
do? 'Cause
the
since
leaders haven't
we
put. Well, let me say before we respond.
Mhm,
The leaders haven't put wax on their ears. They're puppets. They've
mhm,
been installed in Africa. Why do you think
mhm,
African leadership is so bad? The African is so ignorant, doesn't know that all these leaders in Africa are installed. They're
mhm,
puppets. Trudeau didn't win no election. He's installed, like what's happened in Senegal. And they've been, like I heard a young lady, which is smart. Like I told you, she was, she's
you're breaking.
Nigerian. I won't say, but she was talking about people anymore. She said she had to come to America to learn other because those borders. She had to learn Cameroonians, Kenyans, Ugandans in the diaspora to understand we're still really one people. But through
Mhm,
the borders that the white people set up, that was to make sure Africans stayed losing, stayed not knowing each other.
mhm,
Create these false narratives that you're some kind of different people. Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ghana, Nigeria. That's all a farce to make sure white people stay in power and steal the wealth out of Africa.
mhm,
But go ahead, I'm done, Joe. Go ahead.
mhm. Go on,
Let go ahead, speak.
awesome show.
I'm thinking
Mhm,
to what has been going on in Africa
mhm,
and not leaving some things behind that we personally,
mhm,
as Kenyans, we have a mentality whereby we were colonized and we have refused to be into our own system.
yeah.
I want to give you an example.
Mhm,
When which is a painful, and I'll invite you one day we have a serious conference.
okay.
So I invited, not even invited, when you leave this country,
Mhm,
go to abroad.
yeah.
same way you be treated.
No. And that's something they fail to tell us as well. And I've been saying how we get culture shocks as Africans when we get there, how they treat us. It's not what we know, you know, it's not how we treat them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. What I was trying to tell you is that the mentality that we personally we were fed in. Remember, we are the power. We are the engine of the Africa.
Y-
I know that. We
Yep.
are the engine of the world.
Mhm.
Without Africa, those would not be there. You know that.
Yeah, that I agree with you.
We are doing a research on how we can do some few things,
Mhm.
especially here in Africa.
Mhm.
If you look keenly, we are doing away with our cultures,
True.
which is
Mhm.
how we are trying to fit into a society that is not there.
Like the LGBTQ.
Yeah, yeah. Let me give you an example. You having an Android phone
Mhm.
and someone having an iPhone phone.
Mhm.
You know, this person having an iPhone phone does not even require a password to access your hotspot.
No, yeah, I know that. Yeah, they don't. Not even an iPhone, even an Android.
This is what we call a colonization,
Mhm.
pure colonization, in form of uniform.
Mhm.
History na kuvaa uniform.
Yeah.
What alisikia tena Kiswahili?
Sidhani nda translate tuendelea tu.
Translate.
Naam.
Which inaniuma sana. If I look back into the society, penye mimi mwenyewe nakaa back in the society.
Yeah.
Bora.
Yeah.
If I see my brother, my little brother, who is not black like that,
Mhm.
ule baba mdogo pale akitembea,
Mm.
akitoka akienda shule, ana uniform,
Mm.
afukuzwa shule, hajalipa karo.
Mhm.
Yani mambo zingine yani ya kudhulumu mtu mpaka tunashangaa sana.
It's very painful. It's very painful. Me, I remember. I think I'm lucky, but I was I almost literally fell into a bad trap of bad schooling and bad teachers. I almost, but I didn't. Okay, I don't know. The universe has always had me somehow. Me, I remember when my mom and dad separated, I was taken to Ukambani to study there, and then I ended up, of course, joining the schools there, and of course, Shago in the villages, people when you talk about uniform, school fees, and which the system the way it is created all over the country, all over Africa, it's all set up the same way. Whether you are in the village, in the city, you're paying school fees, honey. They don't care whether you come from a poor background or not. You are seeking that education, you'll have to pay for it. So me, I remember which I saw most of my friends and fellow students go through is lacking shoes. That used to hurt me. And then at that time, jiggers. You remember jiggers? Right now, the situation of jiggers actually has become very less in Kenya. We used to have very high numbers of people affected, especially children, with jiggers because of not having shoes on their feet. And this is why I think when we had now the Europeans coming in with these Tom's shoes, the rubber shoes, wakaanza distribute to public schools and all that, but it couldn't reach the number of so many people to curb this situation as much as they wanted. It was still a issue they had to tackle with. I don't know if kama story ya jiggers bado yukuwa, but it's been there. So for me, I almost was one of those students who lacked shoes. But because my mom worked so hard, which of course she has kujinyima, as a parent, you have to sacrifice yourself. You have to sleep hungry. You have to pay debt. You have to pay rent. You have to pay school fees. You have to pay. And I mind you, having a relative who's taking care of your child in Africa, you'll have to get also for that relative. Okay. You have to send money back home. So I think I'm one among the lucky to escape that, but so many children in Africa who today, like what you're talking about, who are chased out of class because of not actually having the proper attire of school uniform. Because I've seen this. You'll find that students who will come to school with different color of school uniform. They're allowed to stay there for like a month until they get the proper attire. But what if I can't afford the proper attire? I'm already in a school uniform. I'm trying to fit in. Is it the uniform studying, or is it me? Is it the mind, the clothes in the class, or is it me? So it is, I understand what you're talking about, and it is quite a sad situation that Africans have been placed under, and something needs to change. But a quick shout out just before. Go on.
Let's not be
True.
Looking at generation yet.
Uh-huh.
Looking at generation yet. You personally,
Mhm.
you think history ya uniform ikitolewa, there must be strict rules and itaumiza our youth tena sana for them to adopt into kuvaa nguo za nyumbani ili
True. I agree with you, especially I agree with you, and that's a good question. It's gonna be actually, Keith, if you think about it, allowing school uniforms in Africa, not school uniforms, but allowing students to not have school uniforms in Africa comes with positivity and negativity. I get that's the what you're trying to
Because okay, uniforms do create discipline, and so it will be a problem because that means you would have a dress code, right? Only certain things you can wear. You can still wear your own clothes, but it would have to be a dress code. Certain things are appropriate and certain things are not appropriate. So that's what you would write. You would write a dress code. We don't have to wear a uniform, but it would have to be a code of ethics, a dress code. So certain things are appropriate and certain things are not. Because go ahead, Joey.
Sorry, because if I try look at what also I'm sure is trying to explain, if you find I'll give a perfect example of with Maria. Shout out to Maria from Uganda. If you find a student who has such a body, okay, and all African women, I believe we're blessed in different ways, but upatane tu na ule mwenye amebeba nyash, a student who is maybe in her 16 or maybe 14, because women, we mature quickly. That's the truth. Than men, we mature very quickly. So you'll find that those, because for me, I had the uniform, but do you know how much of a hard time, both in primary and secondary only, but also in college, all my school eras, like literally in every era I've been in school, I've never lacked a teacher who's always eyeing on me, and they're always like two or three of them. So Niambi, just tell me, if you allow now people to be wearing school uniform, like home clothes, even if it's a good attire type of home clothes, do you feel like actually our women, or rather our girls, are going to be even much safer, or we're going to be
well, I think that comes to the understanding who you hire. You don't hire perverts, Joe. You don't hire perverts.
I mean, when you hire someone, you don't know if they are a pervert. I'm coming here for what?
You know in their behavior eventually whether someone's a pervert. And sadly enough, a lot of Africans, that becomes the norm, that you allow this behavior to go. And somebody has a propensity to be predatory to young women. That becomes relevant very quickly, Jovi. You can tell when somebody's become predatory to young women. So it's not hard. Perverts don't hide, Jovi. A pervert is a pervert.
Okay, but I say a quick shout out to Jiba Jabba in the building. Shout out to you too. Shout out to Kay Williams in the building. Shout out to Since Music. Nice to see you. Been a long time. To Leonardo Misha last week. Nice to see you right here. You're saying that a uniform was designed for all students to be the same. Not
That's
really.
what you said. It was. It's uniformity, but exactly. But that as education should never be one size fits all. You're not uniform. That's about control. You're not uniformity as a individual. So you have individual attributes, And so when the Europeans introduced it, that's about control.
Uh-huh.
So understand what things are used for. Now,
Yeah.
there's always good and bad in every situation. I'm not saying all uniforms are bad, but it was introduced as a way
Uh-huh.
of
Uh-huh.
control African people and their mindset.
Uh-huh.
So, um,
And
you know, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Sharpe also savage of Sparta. He says, body wise, women, yes, we mature fast, but brain wise, no. Well, maybe your sisters are kind of dumb a little bit if you have some, but not everyone brain wise they grow slow.
Actually,
I
actually
believe.
said enough. Actually, women even develop faster brain wise too. So sorry.
Awesome sugar.
Unless your sisters are dumb. So that makes
That's what I'm
I'm
telling you.
that don't be saying that. That's not me, brother. That's
That's
her.
the truth. Because you can't come
I
to
know.
because if you attack women, I'm gonna defend women. That's just the fact. Awesome. So, Ama, you're defending that. You wanna say women mature brain wise?
Let me create a fact, a real fact.
Okay.
Based on reality.
Uh-huh.
Let me give you like let me give you a reason why. Unajua mbona mwanaume huoa msichana mdogo.
Okay, sijaelewa mbona. Mbona?
The reason is ukipata mwanamke hakuna siku yenye mwanamke ataioa mtu age mate wake. I want to give you an example of Diana and Bahati. Those people are not reasoning the same. Diana is someone mature. Diana is reasoning ahead.
True.
If you say ati dem mchelewa kufikiria, capacity ya mwanaume, look on your age mate. Mwanaume anafikiria hadi polepole, anakuja na reverse. Akipata msichana yule msichana thinking capacity yao, ndio utapata mwanaume atabaki shule akilipiti, lakini huwezi ikadem pale akili. Obvious ataendelea.
I agree.
Very high.
I agree with you. Actually, when it comes to a relationship, you can't even date someone your age. It will never work. As for me, I know that for a fact. It will never ever work. Never. But I also see.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I also see since music says that the uniform puts everyone on the same pedestal. That is true. I agree with you. And I also see we have Dakandre. Hey to you too. And Karibu sana to today's conversation. Kay Williams, nice to see you too. Jibajaba says school is about conformity to government instead of uniforms. I'd rather ban cell phones in
Exactly.
school.
Exactly. It's about conformity. Exactly. So it's indoctrination. That's why the European introduced that. You got to understand how indoctrination works. Indoctrination works in uniformity. I don't want you being the nail that sticks out. I'm gonna hammer you back in with the rest of them. So it also teaches me. He said one of the guys said it puts you on the same pedestal. Actually, it does not. Actually, what it does is it tells you not to stray from everybody else. It teaches you not to be genius, not to be the brilliant person you're supposed to be, because you're scared of sticking out. It tells you to conform. It teaches you indoctrination of conformability. I don't want to conform to nothing. I'm brilliant. So fuck your damn school uniform. I'm
Man,
brilliant. I don't want to be indoctrinated to conform with everybody else. The creator sent me here. The creator sent me here to shine.
Period. Period. And that's on period. I feel like the ones who suffer the most actually even the Catholic schools. The Catholic schools that where you are
That's everywhere. That's right, the Catholic school uniform. That's everywhere on the planet because the Catholics were the first church. So they introduced that dress code of theirs. It's all over the planet. America, South America, Africa, Asia, wherever you find that fake church at.
And I also see Juba Jaba says, example, you stand in alphabetical order or by height. That is true. I think that also happened to us. at some point in primary. And I also see K Williams, free Joby. Yeah, what's up? Karibu sana. Hope you are free as well. Hope you're getting ready to be free. And I also see you're having your lunch on your end. Enjoy your lunch. And Jaba Jaba says that bogus kicked out over a wrong color. What do you mean by bogus? I didn't get that. But I also see you saying that like when they ban our natural hairstyles,
He said that's
you must.
bogus.
Mm-hmm.
He said bogus. Bogus
Oh,
means foul. So he said
okay.
so he said the girl got kicked out over the wrong colors. Yeah, because that's bogus. He said it's bullshit. He said
It
you got
happened.
you,
Imagine
you
it
got you
happened.
got you got to say because her school uniform was a different color. See, so like I told you about indoctrination, it's not about the mind of the child because the color of the uniform should not matter. That's irrelevant because you're more concerned about what's going in her head than what's on her body. See, that's
Mm-hmm.
like so what he said is bogus. It is. It's bullshit.
True. Let me share
But
this. What Esther
but
Pasari had to say though very quickly.
Do something. I'm going to ban school uniforms in Kenya. I'm going to
good.
stop school uniforms in Kenya. These children cannot afford school uniforms. Europe, this is a colonial mentality for us to wear uniform. They go to school with
Exactly.
their home clothes.
I'm glad you realize it. Thank you, Black Lady. Thank you, some African ladies. Understand all these policies were given to you by your white masters. That wasn't your damn. This shit was left behind, and you kept this bullshit going. Get rid of it. Go ahead, Joe.
Buy sporting gear. You go into fashion. We won't keep you out of business. A tailor is a tailor. You'll make whatever. But this is crazy. How does any child in the slum afford 30,000 shillings for uniform?
30,000 Kenyan shilling. Let me check for you guys how much is that in dollars. And then you let me know if school fees is probably higher than that. How do you afford even a uniform?
It's impossible.
I don't know how you guys afford
American
school
schools
fees.
don't wear
Exactly. American schools don't wear. That's right. We don't wear that shit because we're not a colony. We don't wear no school uniforms, and I wouldn't let my kids wear that shit anyway.
That
Get out of
is
here.
$193. That is for uniform alone. Just uniform.
What?
You've not counted
Oh,
books.
oh,
You've not counted
whoa.
school.
Hold on, Joe. You say it's
Yeah.
$193?
Yeah, that is 30,000 Kenyan shillings.
Hold on, for one. How many uniforms is that? 5?
Maybe
6?
2 pairs. It depends. Maybe 2 or maybe it depends where you're getting them as well. Could be
I
one pair or 2
can't.
pairs.
Man. I don't see how African people ain't riding in the streets and overthrowing your government. You're out of your mind. Ain't nobody
Mm-hmm.
paying that shit. It'll sound crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
she's right. That should have been done 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
60 years ago, somebody should have brought that up and done that what she's doing now. That lady is absolutely correct. It's obscene.
Some schools
Mm-hmm.
in London don't wear uniforms.
Love it.
France don't wear uniforms, and the students
That's right.
study. So they go to school with your home clothes. I mean, I'm sorry
Yep.
that I'm saying this in a school shop, but 30,000 is just ridiculous.
It is. And see, so it's probably a scam. See, this is how Africa works now because it's so fucking corrupt. So obviously somebody is pushing that legislation who has ownership in the school uniform business.
Yep.
And so that they keep that legislation going because it builds their pockets up. That's what you'll see in Africa.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why I want to believe her because she's half Indian, half Kenyan, I think. Esther Pasari she's half Indian, half Kenyan, right? If I'm not wrong. Half
It's-
Indian, half Kenyan.
I don't give a damn. She's half right. So
I think she's half Indian, half Kenyan. Yeah, but one of the comments I read here, because what you're saying, Keith, it could be no. I don't think people are really buying what she's saying, but based on what she said, this is the facts that what needs to be done in Africa. We can't be paying high amounts of school uniform, high amounts of school fees But the education we're getting is work, literally, and doesn't take us anywhere. No skills,
I
no
know,
nothing
I
being
told,
taught about real life.
but I told you the educational system in Africa is bad on purpose. I don't want you to get away. I'm your slave master. I don't. Why am I going to teach you, Joby, to overthrow me? I still own all your farms, most of your land. I still own Kenya. I still own Nigeria. I still own Ghana. And I'll be damned if I'm going to give it back to you. So I'm going to make sure you got school fees in Africa when nobody else on the planet has it. I'm going to make sure you wear uniforms. As she said, you don't wear it in England, who colonized you. You don't wear it in France, who colonized you. You don't wear it in America, who colonized you. Don't nobody wear that shit but Africa. Don't nobody pay school fees but Africa. For bad education. The government is supposed to pay for schools, Joby. If you want to go to private school, that's your choice. Then you can pay school fees. But other than that, school is supposed to be free. Completely. You're not supposed to pay for no uniforms, pay for no teacher, all that nonsense. That was established by the Europeans to make sure Africa stays ignorant and behind and enslaved. That's why these systems, that's why when you seen, when I told you we don't pay school fees, you're like, what? What? And then Jim Mosquito told you, we don't pay no school fees in no England. And then,
Let me read the comments. It's hilarious what people are saying here.
Okay, let me say this. And when you find out what Katie's boyfriend with the guitar, they don't pay no school fees. Only in Africa, in Black Africa, where you pay school fees. Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria, Botswana, Angola. Go ahead, Joe.
It is crazy. Just a minute, also, I'm sure. Let me read the comments here, then I shall get back to you. I saw one of the comments from Ivoria. She was saying, uniform was created to create equality. That's what she thinks. And uniforms are not something that you buy every single day. Instead of banning, how about subsidizing and using our taxes to give us free uniforms to kids? Up to 5 African countries, including Morocco and Egypt, provide free education up to university level. So instead of clout chasing,
but I told you, thank Cloud Chase. I told you, moron. Those countries are in Africa, but those are not African countries. Those are invaded Arabs. So they're not going to work all fucked up like your countries do. They're actually good. The white man installed those bad systems. So they're going to have free education in their country like everybody else. You in Africa were set up to fail. That's why. So you don't try to say Morocco and Egypt is that they're African countries. Those countries happen to be in Africa, but they're not African people that run it. Those were invaders.
And another comment also, someone said that this is what happens when you just this is what happens when you just start talking, yani kuropokwa, without thinking. You start saying whatever comes out of your head before you digest and think.
See, but what Joby's showing is how the Kenyan are colonized, their minds are still colonized. They're fighting to keep white people's uniforms on their body. This is like Dr. Eric Connor said. The African mind is fucked up. It's colonized. What Joby's reading is colonized people's mind. Their minds are colonized.
This is the worst one and the last one. Comparing, she said, this one is a woman and she goes by the name Mokami Wairimo. She says, comparing Europe, America, and France with Kenya is ridiculous. Ngamia sana. Ngamia means camel. Ngamia means a camel.
She's not comparing it, you moron. She's telling that your masters who enforced that on you don't even do it no more. So why should you continue their traditions? But you're too ignorant to even know what she's talking about. See, that's the problem. She's trying to give you a comparison of your slave masters who enforced that on you. She said they're not doing it anymore, so why should we continue what they don't even do anymore? That's what she's saying. You're too ignorant to think that you did it yourself. Kenyans just all of a sudden put on these goofy British uniforms themselves. No! You were forced to put that shit on. But you're too ignorant to even know because you don't even know your own history. Crazy. What does Britain and France got to do with that? Moron. They the ones put in your school, idiot. They the ones did it.
She said that comparing Europe, America, France with Kenya is ridiculous. This lady, she refers this lady as a camel, and she questioned also if she has checked the stationaries and fee structures, making education affordable and accessible to all kids. And she also adds that no way kids will be able to walk around in home clothes in the same slums you are talking about. Let the taxes work for Kenyans.
What? What you just said? That comment was convoluted ignorance. That's convoluted ignorance. What are you talking about? They can't go to school in their home clothes? Why not? What are you talking about? That's man. See, that's on purpose.
They think because I read another comment here earlier, and it was saying, take a case study, a school trip to Coast. Are we ready to encounter the number of cases and reports concerning child trafficking, rape, defilement, and all sorts of evil kind of things that will happen once we allow students to have home clothes? Because I mean, it's not like even with having school uniform, like
what? Yeah, how's that school clothes? I mean, storm clothes got to do with somebody raping you? What? What? Oh my God, the ignorance is on another level. What does somebody got to do with home clothes? All got to do with somebody. You know what? I'm not going to rape you because you got the uniform on. Now you got home clothes, and woo-wee, I'm going to rape you now. See, these are the same backward Negroes who still tell you that they need to have that white man's wig on their head. They the same moron. This is tradition. It's not your tradition, stupid. It was given to you by your colonizers. And you'll go to, and I've heard, me being all over the world, because always I focus on wig. I see that everywhere. When I was in Asia, Europe, I was in Asia, you know these dumb niggas, they still got that white man's wig on their head. And I didn't know what they were talking about. I was young. I said, wig? Who's wearing a wig? I didn't know they were talking about the judges yet. I said, what do you mean? Who's wearing a wig? Those black people in Africa, they all got wigs on their damn head. The white man's wig. I said, what? That can't be true. I said, that can't be true. And so I looked at Zimbabwe, South Africa, Rhodesia. Not Rhodesia, that was Zimbabwe back there. Angola, Kenya, Uganda, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Ghana. I said, they all got this damn wig on. All of them got this wig. What?
It's crazy. It is crazy. Trust me. But Africans need to wake up.
And remember, I had one of the lawyers in there, Joey had there, and he was defending that goofy wig. But that was 2 years. That was 2 years ago already. That was 2 years ago already, Joey. Wow. Because Candy was still there. That was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. We had the lawyer on. You remember that? And Joey and Joey got ready. Hey, it's not about the goofy wig. He said something to me. Go ahead. Let me have something to talk. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Before I read the comments, I see Unsunken, and before I allow also I'm sure to make maybe another comment, let me big quick shout out to Unsunken One, happy birthday, and of course Karibu Sana, nice to see you. May you age gracefully, peacefully.
Oh, happy born day. I know that was birthday. Happy born day, Unsunken One.
You love my forehead. Thank you. I love yours too. I love your presence. Shout out to you, Dantes. Karibu Sana on TikTok.
Who said they love your forehead? Dantes?
Dantes on TikTok. Said he loves my forehead.
Calm down, nigga.
I also think that Harrison Karibu Sana in the building, and Jason Hill as well. He has also joined us. Maybe another comment that you'd love to add, awesome show before we continue.
Yeah,
But
go
big
ahead.
shout
Yeah, go
out to
ahead.
Van
Yeah,
and on
yeah.
the Crony building.
I took a lot of his time. Tell him to go ahead.
I was actually trying to this comment which you were saying, you cannot put that lady coming.
Mm-hmm.
That lady saw a lot of things in our schools in Africa. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
let me take you back when you were admitted as a form.
Yeah.
Remember, you were. Let's do a random calculation.
Okay.
Random calculation.
Mm-hmm.
You were told to buy a dictionary.
Yeah. Ooh.
2,000.
What? It was expensive. Damn.
Everyone was supposed to buy a dictionary.
And encyclopedia.
Did you use it?
No.
We never used it.
God damn.
We were told to buy a lot of. Let me remember. A lot of stationary things.
Mm-hmm.
That were not even necessary in school.
True.
When that woman was speaking, she was speaking out of her heart. She oversaw a lot of things. She never saw only your story in a school uniform.
Mm.
So when you call someone what?
Camel.
And
Mm-hmm.
then on top of it, you should
Oversee the.
before you speak. Yeye ndiye afikirie. Yeye kwanza huyu jamaa atajenga shule. He doesn't want ajui shule ni kumaanisha.
Acha nikwambie, you see watu wengi wanakuanga kwa comment section, especially on these videos that make sense. If you look at people who are always on the comment section, those who are always whining, they have no clue. That's what you can see kids saying. They have no clue. They're ignorant about everything, and they're never making sense. So such kind of people, trust me, I love making them mad. For me,
How they wish they knew how our parents really struggled to take us.
I know.
School,
It was.
everything.
Mhm.
Yaani you are longing. Alafu tena unafika tena kuna maninja huko ndani wanakuja. Yaani so
I know, because I'm boarding. Oh my God. Shout out to all the boarders. It is crazy. But it's true. Yeah, we bought a lot of stationaries that were required in school. We needed the Oxford dictionary. It was very expensive, you guys. And if you had an Oxford dictionary, you are the deal in school. Like, yo, your parents can afford the Oxford dictionary? That was a flex in school. Hey, it was a flex.
Oxford said.
Oxford set, the set, encyclopedia, a lot of things that were so unnecessary and expensive. Hey, you took me back. You took my memory lane way back. But
And none of it told you how much the damn minerals were under your feet, how to mine it, how to make manufacturing goods out of it, add value of it. But you got a goofy Oxford dictionary. That's why I got my Oxford dictionary, nigga. Look at me. Yeah, look at you. You're still gonna be poor when you graduate. Look at you.
It's crazy. But let me go to the comments. I see Jiba Jaba was saying earlier, like when they ban
I
our
think-
natural hairstyles, you
I
must.
think Big Cheese on the channel by itself. Big Cheese, you gotta come on just the Black Ops 5 channel, not the Black Ops 5 Network Live. You gotta come on. I think you're on there by itself. Anyway, go ahead, Joby.
Yeah, Jiba Jaba said earlier that like when they ban our natural hairstyles, you must conform to
Right.
their ideal. That is true, and that is another mode of slavery that is also still going on here, and which needs to be banned very,
Can you
very bad.
can you imagine the girls in Africa gotta cut their hair and make them bald?
I'll show you guys when I go to the video. I will
Because
show
the
you.
African remember because our hair was ugly. So that's why I used to wonder why is in Ghana and Nigeria and Kenya, I saw these girls with like a short, almost like bald head. I know it was the damn colonizer that put that there because you were not allowed to grow your hair out. Because remember the European seen our hair as disgusting. So that's still in the school system. You're like, what? So shout out to Ibrahim Toure. in 2024 saying you grow your goddamn African hair. You don't be ashamed to be an African. Grow your hair.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. No matter how bad it gets, I think I'm learning to tell myself that because I was to shave my hair, that was last year, and even this year I was to shave it, but I told myself it's gonna heal itself, whatever is happening.
I'm glad you didn't shave it, Joe, because I would have when I got there to the studio and hugged everybody and kissed everybody, loved them, I would have been tempted to smack you on your bald head.
I'm not gonna become a bald woman again. People loving my 4D is gonna become now an insult from 4 to something. I cannot.
I would have came and said, I'm here, Joby. You would turn around. I would have been tempted, Joby, to smack you on top of your bald head. I wouldn't have been able to resist.
So I see Madama is asking, are the uniforms sued in Kenya? Yes, they are. They are being sued in Kenya, and I don't think we do import our uniforms. That'll be lying.
It's all over Africa, jibber jabber. No matter what country you go to, you'll see the same uniform. It's crazy. You go to Ghana, Nigeria, wherever you go in Black Africa, the girls have got a bald head and they got that goofy uniform on.
Mm-hmm. Danny also said that, education is the first step to revolution. Revolution is a process, not an event. With that said, these ice heads are behind the bad educational system throughout Africa. That is true. I agree with you. And that's why they don't want to teach us about that, because they know they're teaching us about revolution, And I also saying, and second one says that don't forget the white wigs in the courts. Yeah, that is what we discussed.
That's what I brought up about the white wigs. I didn't know about the white wigs in the circle. It's in all African countries. And these white people, I've been around the white people. I was in law school. They laugh. I'm like, what? Who's wearing a wig? Said all these African morons, judges in Africa. And I looked up and said, what? I said, oh my God, it's in every African country. You know how goofy these Negroes look with white man's wigs on their head? They look crazy as shit.
You can't tell them nothing. I'm like, I'm a lawyer. What you doing?
That's right. I'm an officer of the goddamn law, Joey. Not the law, but the goddamn law.
I can't shout. Y'all know my neighbors are lawyers. I can't shout. So let me keep it cool. I may sound.
They're all cool. Hey, that was 2 years ago. We had the brothers on there. They were talking about keep this tradition. I said, hey, are you gonna wear that goofy wig? Are you gonna put it on? I might have to. All right, you goofy nigga.
It's crazy. And I also see Danny also says that in fact you would even fight other Africans to keep those oppressive measures to do damage to you mentally. Make it make sense.
That's what Joey was reading, that you would fight other Africans to keep. That's what Sister Africana was talking about. African mind is so enslaved and colonized. You would fight other Africans to stay colonized and enslaved. That's what them comments were saying. How dare you, lady?
I think you guys have met all types of versions of dumb people. Like dumb, Like when I talk about dumb, I think I'd refer those people you say, Keith, you can't understand what they talk. When they're talking English nowadays, you can't even. The Black Americans.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking the rap songs you listen to, Joe. I don't go on Joey's TikTok much. Joey is like a couple days ago. Joey was mimicking some rap song from some girl. That kind of English, Joey. That kind. I'm a this, bitch, shut up, bitch. You baby, jeebie. I said, I can't understand that. Joey was mimicking that shit perfectly. And I was laughing. I said, these are the kind of people I'm talking about. And you brought it up to you. Those are kind of that girl you was rapping to, when you was laying on the bed and stood up. That talk. That kind of, I don't know what the hell she said. Kim,
Also, K. Williams says, Joby, I sent you a slice of pizza. Should you should get it in the next 5 minutes. Thank you, Manzi. I hope it comes through TikTok lives. I'd really appreciate that, because such kind of TikTok live gifts are a lot of money, Pizza slices, lions are good money, But I also see, and Sankena says that, Joby, what have you been doing? You look better than I remember. What? What? What do you mean I look better than you remember? Tell me you're joking. I've been here. You've been the one actually who has gone MIA. We don't know where you went, missing in action, but happy birthday once more. And I've not been drinking a lot of water. I've been very busy. So, yeah, my skin is breaking and I need to drink water. But thank you for the compliment. And I also see Jabajaba say that white men have their grown women wear school uniforms, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean, so I'll need that.
remember, Joey's still innocent about certain things, Jimmy. Joey knows a lot. She's still innocent. We know what you mean, and let's leave it at that. We know exactly. Everybody in the chat room knows what you mean. Joey doesn't, but everybody else does.
I'm a Google if you all don't tell me, so I'm a Google. I'm a Google. Don't play.
Yeah.
But
when you Google shit, Joey, you get in trouble. Don't be Google shit.
Let me see that. Okay, their school system tripping over material clothing while American schools play cowboys and Indians shooting up stuff and people. Man, it's crazy. For us, we're competing about who's got the best material of school or of actually uniform, who's got the best. If you like we've said here, if you had an Oxford dictionary, your family is rich. Trust me, the whole school will assume you guys are rich for no goddamn reason. Just because you can afford an Oxford dictionary, of which is a big deal because it was not that cheap. And I believe it's still quite expensive. I don't know about right now the price, but I believe it's still quite expensive. I also see on Sankenon says that, Joby, are you drinking adrenochrome? No, I'm not. Man, I've not been doing anything. I've been busy. That's all I'll say. I've been very, very busy. Kid is my witness. I've been barely even drinking water. Even right now as we speak, I've been having headache through since morning till now. I don't know why, but I've tried taking water today.
Joby's been busy moving into a penthouse with a double balcony.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, I'll show you guys the house tour once I'm done pimping the house. So I'll show you guys. It's really looking nice, and we'll also show you the studio now, how it's been done. It's really looking awesome. So yeah, good things for Black on Fire. And I also see Big Cheese in the building. Karibu Sana, nice to see you, brother. You're saying that the reason we catch hell in America is because, unfortunately, Africa doesn't define us or themselves. We are outnumbered in America. I agree with you. And I'd also have many reasons. I believe, and this is something else when you talk about education, it needs to be taught both ways. And I always say, and understanding how the system has been set up to disconnect us and divide us, especially the people in the continent and the ones in the diaspora. This has been done on purpose, especially through education, because we've discussed a few things of some history you guys don't know about, some history you discover when you're growing up, history that was supposed to be actually taught in school. You come learn on your own. Practical things that were supposed to be taught in schools or ideas of life, while you're now learning on your own, which should be very, very important. And I believe this is why you'd see Africans, Americans maybe calling out on Africans, I can't hang out with no Africans, they are scammers, blah, blah, blah. All types of stereotypes, names created about Africans in the continent. And then we also have stereotypes about you guys, okay?
Criminals, we're drug dealers, we're criminals.
Exactly about that. So if the moment you come in, then you're all about splashing money, wearing them bling bling. So once you come in, you tell me you don't have money. Yo, what you doing? I mean, what you doing there if you don't have money? So I think that's why we have people like Simba who have that mentality of thinking all African Americans are living a good life. The life is just
He said lavish.
sweet
He
and
said, well, he told me, who are you to talk, Keith? You with your lavish life. I'm like, what?
mm.
All you African Americans are living lavishly. I said, this nigga crazy.
And also since whatever say that this is a forehead friendly channel, I know that's right. And Sanke also and Sanke also says Joby knows that I'm her first forehead fan. The sweet and taboo. Oh my god. The sweetest that sweetest taboo. Say
Sade and Sade. Sade with the big forehead, Joby. Sade had a big forehead. She was beautiful,
man,
Joby.
I'm proud. I'm proud. I think the most
Okay.
amazing moment of the traumatizing year of me knowing I have a forehead is when we had a quarrel in high school. You know those girl high school bullshit dramas. And
Because
someone told me I have a very big forehead with my tattoos that have bed bugs in Kenya. You know, so I really felt so bad. I felt so bad for like a year. Like every time I used to wear bandana a lot. I love bandana.
you let some girl mess your model so much that you had moved the bandanas, Joby.
She never used to have. She had like a flat face. I'm like, like, but I came to realize I'm like, nah. There are people who have way worse forehead outside here than me, man. So don't try to make me feel bad. Don't you don't have a forehead. I'm better have a forehead. So hell no, you're not gonna make me feel bad. Now also to you too, K Williams. Take care. Have an amazing rest part of your day. And Big Cheese says that I'm subscribed to every channel but never gets notifications. This is crazy. Yeah, that is YouTube. Of course, if you understand PukeTube, it does our channels. But I hope right now you have, if you're on the WhatsApp chat, you'll see the links. We share them once we're going live, and that's how I think the rest of everyone gets to catch up. And Danny also says, Oxford dictionaries. What about a raw encyclopedia that shows you amount of resources of Africa that Africa has and how to mine? Wait, I don't know if I can remember our because our encyclopedia was also something very expensive. Trust me, our parents struggled. I never had an Oxford dictionary. I never had an encyclopedia. Hey, that was some expensive things my parents couldn't afford for me. Like I never grew up with that. But catching an encyclopedia, of course, I'm gonna borrow from friends in class, which is very rare you being given because people steal shit in school.
I never had an Oxford dictionary or encyclopedias either, Joby. I had a library, damn it. Go ahead and get that shit.
No, we don't. Our libraries are very strict. You don't just get in the library anyhow. It's very strict. We used to have specific days, library days, and sometimes they could even miss. It's not mandatory. And if you go there, because me, I remember in class 6, instead of us being taught something important, we used to go read stories, fun childish stories. That's the thing I remember. We used to go study in the library. We have a Kenyan library. I don't know, it has a name, I think, but we have a very big Kenyan library here also in the center of Nairobi. But I hear it has no books. I've never been there personally, but most of the people say they have no books. There's nothing there to study, nothing. So it's not helpful. But yes, I agree with you. Personally, I don't know what our encyclopedias had. I don't know if they contained all this, because I'm certain if they did,
they don't, Joey. They don't. I'm not going to teach you how to overthrow me from enslavement. That's not my benefit. I'm not going to do it.
And I also see Big Cheese says, like I was saying, Keith, we in America and Africa are at the point where we have to take to the streets and shut everything down to come out of slavery. I agree with you, and just saying that we are going to have to go out of the millions and shut down the highways here in America to get what we want. But you can't do that alone, Jibba Jabba. I must admit, you guys are outnumbered. You guys are not the majority. So I'm so sorry. You're gonna be killed before you do all that. I'm sorry to say. That is the truth. Because if I try to look at
That is the truth. We are the minority, and we're a small minority now. We're even smaller with all these migrants that they brought in here.
and
It's
then
absolutely crazy.
yeah, we have because we're gonna be getting to the major focus of the day. We have these boot licking coons who are industry plants who are willing to also go against their fellow black brothers and sisters instead of being
Of
united.
course.
I believe America, if unity was formed long time ago, I mean, within the Black American community, and being able
You,
to save
we,
our
u-
brothers who go to
we,
jail.
we used to have that, Joby, but they broke it up. They divided the black man from the black woman, the black woman from the black man. So now we are divided. And
That's
most
why.
people don't understand what's going on. So that's why we're really we're in dire straits. I don't know. I always tell people, I'm honest, I don't know if we're gonna survive. I don't know if Black America gonna survive now. You got so many immigrants in here now. Your numbers are diluted, so you ain't gonna vote your way out of any kind of oppression. That's off the wall. Every one of these handkerchief head, boot licking, backstabbing, buck dancing Negroes have told you they have no problem giving these illegal immigrants your money, your jobs, and your housing. You know, you got the people in Chicago after 60 years now saying, you know what? You Democrats have disrespected us. It's too late for that. You already outnumbered. It's too late to now say you have disrespected us. What? You 60 years too late. You sound crazy as cat shit. The white man saying, so what? I'm passing laws now to make sure everybody can vote and vote you niggas into permanent poverty. That's what we're doing. So all these bootlick hating head Negroes, then you keep voting Democratic or Republican. You're supposed to commercialize your vote and say, whoever's giving me something, what are you coming to the table with? If you don't got nothing, then you don't get our vote. You're supposed to move as a unit that way. Then you were supposed to be a monolith for your own survival. Black people, we about to be in survival mode in America. See, and I'm being honest, it's about to get real. You got these distractionary fake niggas, these Professor Black Truth and this Tariq moron. You ain't getting no reparations. You can stop that reparations talk. Why, Keith? I don't want to believe in it because you got immigrants that don't like your ass and never gonna vote for you to get any damn reparations. That's why they were brought here. These are your replacements. But see, when I said that years ago, I was crazy. Right? You got Negroes talking about FBA and all other kind of nigga stupid shit. But you know, who gives if you're an FBA? Who gives a shit? You think the immigrant that came over here now that they're gonna put over us? Remember, everybody gets put over African people, black people, whatever you want to call yourself, Indian, whatever you're, American Indian, whatever the hell name you goofy niggas want to call yourself. So all these people now, you see it's right in your face. They're making sure that they put these immigrants over top of you, okay? So now you think they're gonna vote? Because remember, in a generation, all the fake black leaders, they're gonna be gone. Your fake black mayors, your fake black congressmen, they're gone. Because you won't have the numbers to even pretend that you got black people in power. They won't be there. And you better believe these Hispanics they bringing in here, they're not gonna vote for nobody black over their own people. As Joby showed you 2 weeks ago when she put up in my hometown, when the blacks did run everything back when I was a kid, now they call you open nigger in that city. Los Angeles, born and raised in that city. Then they're saying, we're gonna get rid of you niggas. They didn't say Negroes, they said niggas. We're gonna get rid of you niggas in LA. You niggas are not gonna have nothing. And if you do, we're gonna lock you niggas up. And what else they call us? You monkeys. You no good dirty monkeys. And those are the people they're flooding in here. And they know they're doing it. And you got morons still talking about vote for Biden in the Democratic Party because you got fat ass Roland Martin out here still trying to gaslight you. Him and these other handkerchief head shields. But where are these Negroes been at? About this immigration shit. They know it's pushing black people's back to the wall. Okay? Where's the mayor of Chicago? What did the mayor of Chicago tell you the other day? Oh, black people, we got it. He started talking that black and brown shit as if we got. Those people don't consider themselves brown. They consider themselves fake white people. On the birth certificate, it's called Caucasian. On their driver's license, it's called Caucasian. So all that fake stuff they tell you, oh, it's a black and brown. Those people don't identify as no brown people. They identify as white. And once again, they've now brought a big enough population. And sadly for all you immigrant Negroes who come from Africa or the Caribbean, you about to get fucked up. You about to understand, oh, I want to go to America. Hey, when you get here, you a nigga. And now you're going to be on the bottom. You're going to be just as bad as it was when you left Africa. Because that's what they decided to do. So they doing that because you Africans finally started waking up. It only took you 60 years to figure out that both parties are racist. Both parties hate black people. Right? It's just that the Republicans were more open about it. The Republicans would call you a nigga to your face. You poor, dumb, dirty nigga. You're like, damn, I can't be voting for them. They call me a dumb, dirty nigga. The Democrats would just call you a poor, dirty nigga behind your back. And smile in your face like I'm smiling at Joby. I say, hey, Joby, you sure look beautiful. And then behind her back, I'm a testify. You see Joby big ass forehead. This is no good forehead, bitch. So that's what we've been getting. So now they knew you were waking up. I told you, Biden didn't win that election. He was selected, and they knew that. That's why they doing it now. So everybody got these morons like your Tariq and that Jason Black fool talking about. I haven't listened to them so long, but I heard Professor Black talking about. Oh, they talking about because you won the vote for the Democrats. You didn't win any vote for any Democrats. They stole that election. And now, because they know, they looked at the numbers, they know you didn't vote for this geriatric, dementia-riddled moron called Joe Biden. You think this puppet-ass Joe Biden is running the country? He can't even put two words together. He run around the world shitting on himself, literally. They got this crazy cracker in a diaper, doodling on himself. He running the country? Are you crazy? So they knew you were waking up. So now they just said, we're going to flood. We're going to flood you now. And that's why every one of these Democrats are now telling you what? Oh, we need to make it legal for them to vote. They're telling you now, making legal aliens legal to vote everywhere. Now you get it? Now you get it? So where are black people going to work? They're already introducing the robots. If you ain't seen these robots all around the country.
They just opened a first AI hotel, I think in California, if I'm not wrong. Let me check that up. They opened a AI hotel.
Have you seen these robots, Negroes? The ones that are in the fields? You got robots picking oranges I've seen. I'm like, what? You got these robots. All your warehouses, like Amazon, to turn to robots. All these truck driving jobs to turn to robots. So as black people, what will you do? Now remember, I've always told you, the main question was what? The Negro problem. Remember after the Civil War? The Civil War was like the Negro question. See, you ain't taught that in school. Because remember, we weren't supposed to survive slavery. We were supposed to die off. And so remember, the problem became, what the hell are we supposed to do with all these niggas? Remember, that's why the eugenics. Remember, we talking about eugenics, how the eugenics program started. What are we going to do with all these niggas that we don't want in the country now that they're free? They're not enslaved. So remember, that's when they started doing all these experiments. Remember, syphilis test, black people being locked up. I think it's more black people in prison. We only 13% of the population, but we the majority of the prison population. How can that be? Because that's the scam. And what do you got in prison? Slave labor. And as I showed you guys, and Joby looked it up, I wouldn't make. They building more prisons in this country right now. Who do you think they're gonna lock up in these goddamn prisons? Not the white man. They build it for your black ass. They don't got no money to get you out the street, but they got money to build prison. Oh, they can't build you no housing or no apartments, but they can build a prison to put your ass in. Because you are here for slave labor. That's the Negro question. I'm putting you niggas back in slavery. Because we all know America wicked ass never got rid of slavery. That's the scam the white man does. Oh, we've abolished slavery. No, they didn't. If you go to jail, tells you right in the Constitution, slavery is legal. Yes, I'll lock your ass up. And they lock you up for nothing. Remember, they bringing back the black codes again, family. Remember? So I see Big Cheese chilling on the corner. I say, hey, Big Cheese, what you doing? Oh, man, don't give me some food. Try to talk to this girl. I'm like, no, you're not, nigga. You're getting in the back of this paddy wagon, locking your ass up. He said, what'd I do? What'd you do? It's 8 o'clock at night, and you standing on the corner, and you are a nigga. That's what you did. That's what you did. Be locking your nigga ass up. You're like, what? How long are we gonna be in here? As long as we decide.
Yeah, but as we get to the main focus of the day, because we have to discuss about my app.
Oh, yeah, you gotta read all the comments, Joe. Read everybody's comments on TikTok and this, and
I will be getting next into the discussion of Mike Epps and of course him going after Shannon, Shay, you know, whoever.
What kind of grown man calls himself Shay anyway? Shay. I'll leave it at that. Ain't no grown man calling me Shay. Hey, okay. Shay.
That's okay.
Joby, we can't say that on YouTube. That's so zesty. That's so zesty, Joby. It's zesty. It's zesty.
That's so power baton.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's right. That's so power bottom. That's right. That's exactly, Joby. That's so power bottom.
That's the job of screen. I don't know what you're talking about. I've not even posted anything today because there was no lights, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it generated on TikTok? On TikTok?
My Instagram is clean if you're talking about my Instagram. But nice to see you. And you're also saying that what's Ruto going to do about this electricity problem? Well, we were told there's going to be rationing of electricity. So I'm not surprised this happening. And this is going to be happening. I don't know for how long, but we've been told we're going to experience a lot of electricity rationing. So I'm not sure for how long. But I also see Unsunken One says that no unity, too many biscuit eaters. I agree with you. And I also see Jiba Jaba says that code, don't talk crap to another black in mixed company. It gives others license. Damn. And Big Cheese also says, Keith, if Joby comes to America, you're going to have to pick some rich Mzungu asses because they're going to be all over Joby. When they see her and the accent, they lose their mind. Well, I'm not with it, so they can go to hell with their money, you know. I'm not with it, Manze. I'm not with it.
Is that right, she's Joby's that type. Joby's dark, she's petite, she's well spoken. Imagine in Florida, oh my God, that should be hilarious.
Deuces, I'm okay. Find me a black man, okay, who's wealthy and good looking and have his mind. Joby's gonna find a good looking man on the beaches of South Africa, Big Cheese. Period.
He likes the accent. Or Jamaica. Because the funny thing about it, I was taking an Uber to work and there was a Jamaican brother took me and I was talking to Joby. He said, "Oh, they got pretty women in Africa."
Yes. He was good looking. He was looking fine as well.
Okay.
Right? We was
all right. I wouldn't know. He's a man. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I just didn't have time to compliment because I was standing on business at that time, standing on business. But I also see
All
Juba
right,
Jaba
all right, all right.
just say I need more information. Okay, okay. Big Cheese also says, Keith, we are at Africa. We are not. We are not. Okay, Keith, we are not Africa or FBA. We are Moorish American like nation. Tariq and
Oh my God! That's what happened to that goofy. That's what happened to Goofy G man. We ain't seen that Moorish Negro. Just became a Moorish. I mean, we still see sister Nish in the chat room from time to time. We lost that. We lost G man goofy ass. He became a complete cult member of that shit. That's he walks around Houston right now with that goofy hat on, calling himself a Moorish. I think he got mad when he thought he was Joby and them boss. I said, you ain't they boss, nigga. What are you talking about?
you don't have
We
to
was gonna build that hotel together. We're
say
gonna
you
build
don't
that hotel together.
just because you're a friend of my boss. I'm also an adult. You deal with me as an adult, not a baby. You don't come talk to me like a
Yeah.
child. Okay, I'm gonna check on you. Not okay. Can't.
Yeah, I think after Joby and Katie checked his ass, he ended up becoming a Moorish American. See, I'm telling y'all stuff I never taught you guys. See, I'm always opening my mouth the back street stuff that you guys supposed to know. And that was almost 2 years ago when Joby and Katie checked G man. He became a Moorish nigga. I don't think they should talk to me like that. I said, those are grown women, nigga. What do you want me to do? You can't come talk to them crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We know tones. I know tones. Okay. We know. I was good at reading. I know how to express tones. But anyway, I also see Jason says that all military-aged men come in. Some of everyone, even poor Africans, something is going to happen. And okay, I know a cat, a Nigerian immigrant, and sunken one. Okay, and I also see which other comments. Jibba Jabba says restricted real estate covenants, and Jason also says that they tried to wipe us out in slavery. That didn't happen. And Danny says that they're going to bring back the black code. They're just going to give it to a better name. Going to give it a better name, something like enhanced community intervention. Okay. And Big Cheese says, hey Keith, doesn't Shay gossip like the old lady on the front porch when you were growing up? God damn, I don't know who the lady is, but shout out to you, Deno. What's up to you too? Nasema, yeah, leo nimevaa official, manze. You've never seen me with any official? It's been a while since I did official, by the way. So yeah, I did official today. So yeah, Karibu, nice to see you. And I also see Jason Hill says, we're busy focusing on what they're doing besides focusing on what we really should be doing. That is another thing, by the way. I think as much as we are checking on what is happening, what is coming, what is the solution, but not story for now. We'll discuss that because I believe Black people, Black Americans especially, for the continent, we have so many places to run, being honest, as much as they claim the borders, we can run everywhere. And like what they did today, like going to bomb some, camping sites in DRC Congo, that can be the worst that can happen to us when you're trying to run away, because that's what they're doing right now. They're even attacking the camping sites of the Congolese people where they're running to. So it is super, super crazy. But getting straight to the Shay, I don't know which video I should start with. Him being called out, him being told.
Do the Michael Epps thing. I guess so. He's saying people are being jealous now because now he's making money. These million views are making a lot of money. People are jealous. Now, I never really watched Shay until we got the Cat Williams thing. And people call him a top. What is it called? A bottom top? A top bottom. I mean, a power bottom. A power bottom. So, people call him a power bottom. So I guess he got a little feud with Mike Epps, because Mike Epps was making jokes. Mike Epps is a comedian. I guess he's on tour, and he got offended by some things Mike Epps said about him, by doing this, while being in concert. So I guess he got upset about some things Mike Epps said about him. So you go play it, Joby. Oh, did we lose? What's his name? Assumption. We lose him in the chat room and TikTok. Oh, did I lose Joby? Maybe it's me. Let's see if you guys can hear me. I guess we lost Joby. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. I lost that TikTok chat room. Might be Joby. Might be the internet went out. Yeah, but this immigration thing it's some dire straight time because I don't know. So what do you guys think the solutions are? I told you it was group economics. And if you want to stay here, I don't know. I don't know how you come together unless you build a military. You must start building a community. They've got cities you can buy in America. You got to come together financially and want to do that. But us as black people, we're going to be under assault because they're not going to leave us alone. We're always going to be hunted. All this old goofy stuff talking about this, that. Reparations off the table. I'll say that now. You ain't never going to get, I don't care who gets mad. All the naysayers, all that shit. No, I'm a realist. And now I've got enough illegal aliens to squash all your talk about reparations. That's out the window. Because ain't none of those people going to vote on your behalf for no reparations, especially for us when they hate us. Right? So none of our things will be addressed now. None of our issues are going to be addressed. So shout out to Claude Anderson who got that right, that you were going to be flooded. He told you that 20 years ago you're going to be flooded with illegal aliens. And you're going to go down to the first, she back, Joby back. You're going to go down from the first, Joby's back. Oh, the lights go out, Joby? I can't hear you. Your mic is on mute. I'll mute your mic. So he told you were going to go down from the number one minority down to number 4. And that's what you're seeing now. You're going down number 4. That's what you're clearly seeing now. And so none of your issues are going to be addressed. You're not going to have the fake, phony, optical thing of saying that you have representation. There will be no black people in Congress. There will be no black mayors. Because you won't have the numbers even put those sellout handkerchief head Negroes up there. You're not going to have those numbers. That day is past. Yeah, I'll be on this weekend, family, on Blackout Fire Network, not the live station, on Blackout Fire Live. I'll be on TikTok and Blackout Fire. Hey, there you go. Hey, lights go off, Joe, you good?
They're back again.
Okay, somebody got you because they heard you talking shit about other Kenyans' foreheads.
You totally typed that.
You still got the TikTok on, and you lose the TikTok too?
No, I have TikTok because I bought data. I just had to buy data and tell you that my lights are gone, but they're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me share.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me finish my statement real quick, Joe. So, unless you're going to practice group economics, which you Negroes don't ever want to do, I knew I had to take it to Africa and do it. Nobody wants to do it. You're going to be That's why they build up all these police stations everywhere around the country. Know what you're looking at. Okay, let me explain. None of these Negroes talk about it. It's always the same entertainment bullshit. Or you got these Negroes talking about these fake new black media Negroes talking this bullshit. The same racism shit they talk about when they have built nothing. Nothing. as black people stay in this country, you're going to have to build communities of protection now. This is what it is. Because they're setting up a police state now, too, to make sure they can kill you with, they've already been killing us with immunity. They're going to make sure they can keep killing us with immunity, but on a higher scale level. Okay? They rolled out all these robots that can do the jobs. They don't want to hire no black people. So what trades are you going to be able to do? This is about to get brutal. They brought the same people that hate us into this country. There's no camaraderie with us to them. But you've been told by these other morons to hate other African people. You out of your fucking mind? That's why Google shut me down. Because I'm telling you, you can't afford to hate other Africans. I don't care if they come from the continent, Brazil, Colombia, Caribbean. You better learn to unite. Because your numbers is all you're going to have now. Listen to all these moronic niggas in 10 years. You're going to be fucked up. And they're not going to be able to gaslight you with the fake FBA shit and hate other African people. There's no African people that hate you. That's all made up CIA psyop. That's why I put Black Out Fire together. See, Africans don't hate each other. That's lies you've been told your whole life. Those are psyops. You've been told these lies. But now, the shit's about to hit the fan. The shit's about to hit the fan. Because there's African people in America, black Americans or whatever, fake name Indian, whatever, because they don't give a shit when you call yourself an Indian. They'll still blow your goddamn head off. I'm a Cherokee. I'm a Choctaw. All right, nigga, get over there. I'm about to blow your goddamn head off, Choctaw. You Choctaw, nigga. What else? Arguing about, black people arguing about insignificant nonsense. Whether you still got this identity crisis you're dealing with, whether you're an Indian or indigenous, who gives a shit? You don't control the land. Okay, you indigenous, okay, cool. After that, what? What now? You don't got any power. You don't own shit. You don't got a military to take back your land. And they flooded more people in here on your ass. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You going to draw another groupie movement? The 8-hour fake movement? The FBA? What are you going to do? We're dire straits now. And you got more morons talking about you see on YouTube entertainment dumb shit and divide. Got these divisive handkerchief head Negroes talking about hate African people. Motherfucker.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you. We about to, everything is culminating now. The jobs you have, you're not going to, who's in the streets of America? Black people. We're the majority of the homeless. We are the majority of the homeless. And they've been at the money. It ain't expensive, family, to stop homelessness in America. Why don't they do it? Why have they done it? They got the money, but they giving money to Ukraine and Israel. Because they don't give a shit about us. That's why. And these puppets have been put there to keep us in a situation, oh, let's just keep waiting. It's not that bad. Well, I'm telling you now, it's bad as fuck now. It's bad as fuck now. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad as fuck now. Our back's against the wall. Okay? So all these gaslighting, handkerchief head Negroes, you won't have them in 10 years. 10 years. You won't have no black mayors. You won't have no black congressmen. That's gone. See, you won't have this, because Africa, they can still put the puppets in because they're the majority. They can still, they'll still have their fake black president. You won't have no fake representation in America. That's gone. And shout out to the guy in Chicago told you that. I was looking at Chicago city council meeting. He said, one generation you now have condemned our children to poverty. One generation. You understand what that means? He said, none of you black bastards sitting on the city council are gonna be here. They're gonna vote you niggas out. He's right. How am I gonna vote for black people and I hate your ass? And I came to the country to get over you. What are you talking about? I'm not voting. I'm voting for my own people to be in charge like they did in LA. City council in LA is not black. It's Mexican. And they calling us monkeys and niggas. In LA, calling us monkeys. Say we want to get rid of these monkey ass niggas. That's what's coming to Chicago. They'll call you monkey ass niggas in 10 years. He will get rid of you, monkey. You've been here for 40 years. They'll call you, and these motherfuckers got here 2 days ago. They gonna call you a monkey and a nigga, and they gonna start depriving you of the little resources that you would get. You're gonna get nothing. You'll be in the streets, shitting in the goddamn hole. So what happened? You're homeless, nigga. That's what happened. That's what happened. You homeless. So,
But
go ahead, Joey.
I see Jibba Jabba. Let me go through the comments a little bit from where I left it. Jason Hill was saying that all blacks folks are down here. I think I read that has led us to this conversation. And second one says that them crackers will be willing to catch them for job. Catch the fade for Joby. Crazy. And Danny also says, plus that illegal immigrant policy is going to backfire. They're going to put them in the military and have them go after the lice heads. And I also see Jibba says that I am an indigenous sovereign citizen that lives on a flat earth. And I also see you're saying that you're going.
He's naming all the crazy things people believe in. Just look at these people talking about they live on a flat earth out here. Okay, whatever.
Danny says that no, you're going to have to leave America, and that's true. And Jibba says that group economics on every level, school, work, and social. And what else? Let me read another comment. Rick Snow also coming in. Karibu Sana on Facebook. You're saying that have you guys talked about Nigeria banker dying on the Super Bowl with his
Yeah. I touched him on a little bit, but he's a boot. He was a bootlicking handkerchief head thief anyway. He was stealing money, and so it wasn't no big deal about killing his ass because he had been stealing from that bank and stealing Nigerians' money. He was corrupt as hell anyway, so I had no problem with his ass dying. Shit. He was stealing the wealth of the country anyway. Go ahead.
Jibba says that I don't care about hairlines. What's your mindset? That's true. And Big Cheese says here in America, you actually have to ban poor illegal immigrants. Looking at me like I'm not supposed to be here and doing well.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? That's what they doing, Big Cheese. They looking at you like you don't belong because we're black, you nigga. With numbers we get numbers on you niggas. We're gonna get rid of you motherfuckers. Exactly right. They looking at us like we don't belong. That's right. It's gonna get worse, and they gonna vote like we don't belong. And remember, they gonna put their people as the new police. They told you. We want these illegal aliens to be the police. So if they don't got no love for us, you think we won't get shot in the face, hit in the head, thrown in the jail illegally for 20 years, doing slave labor? And we're not even organized in America. We got no organization. There's not one black organization that represents black people in this country. Not one. We don't got one. Can't say the fake NAACP started by the small hats. Can't say the Urban League started with the cats with the small hats. Can't say none of these elected puppets. We don't got no organization. You damn sure can't say that fake ass Black Lives Matter. Telling you we want everybody to be a power bottom. Hey, Black Lives Matter told you everybody's supposed to be a power bottom. Like what? That's right.
Crazy. And Sunken one says exactly Big Cheese. They're looking at me like I'm small or something. And Jason says black folks are buy a city in the US like they, huh? Black folks buy a city in the US like they will leave black alone to gain power. Every time they leave us alone, we make inventions and many things. And Juba Jaba also adds that they'll bump your car just because two, no license or insurance. And the algorithm is dominated by Shay Shay, what a psycho, you know.
Yeah.
And also see Jason also says, like Bobby Hemmett said, this shit is over. And Joe Mosquito also see you on YouTube. And Jason also adds that blacks and now poor American Mexicans, especially all over the veterans. The veterans. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I see Joe Mosquito says power button sounds like a like a world. What's that? What's the WWF what move? What's that? World War what?
That's a. He's talking about the World Wrestling Federation, Joey.
Oh, okay.
That fake wrestling stuff they do.
Okay.
Power bottom. You throw a man on the bottom, I guess you jump on it. But we talking about the real. We talking about the real power bottom, Mosquito. That's why you be running through the streets of London. You be afraid somebody's gonna make you a power bottom.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming. Let me share this very quickly. This is what my guest had to say. Because I see we got a few minutes here.
I don't know what grown ass man got a
Can you hear the audio? Hope it's audible.
I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me?
Yeah.
Now, I did DM you, but I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up when you was sitting there with Cat. He was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be a all-star in my hometown. And I'm going to see you. All right? I'm going to see you.
Thank you. Listen. Michael Epps is a street nigga. Shannon, you a country nigga. If you pull up on a street nigga and he got his boys, you getting fucked up. So he's just telling you, don't pull up on me, nigga. You come to my city. I'm with street niggas. You a country bumpkin nigga. You pull up on me around street niggas, you getting fucked up. You getting fucked up, Shay Shay. So don't talk that crazy shit on YouTube. That's what you gonna pull up on me and I'm a street nigga. You're not gonna pull up on me in no Indianapolis. I'm a street nigga. I'm a street nigga. You a ex-football player and a clown ass nigga. Don't tell me what you gonna pull up on me. I'm not alone. I'm with street niggas and they gonna fuck you up. I'm with street cats. Shit. Hey, you talking about pulling up on somebody. You better take off that tight shirt, nigga. Go ahead, Joe. Michael Epps is a street cat. Okay, told you to pull up on me.
So, you know, it's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk bud sitting there.
You know what's funny? Ocho Cinco. He talking about that moron Ocho Cinco that be with him. The other football. He done go get some eyebrows. God damn.
Hey, so you shut up. And Shay, you did look like Medea sitting there. You was looking zesty. I'm not saying you got
He was looking like a power bottom.
You know, I'm not saying you're gay. I'm not saying you're gay. You know? I'm not saying you're a power bottom.
That's right.
And that's it. February the 20th. on Netflix. February 20th on Netflix. It's called.
Yeah, that's the first video, and I think he responded with this.
Yeah, go get.
Here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry.
Ocho, right? Let's see. Ocho, is Ocho on this one?
Everybody
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Ocho didn't know who he was talking about, though. Ocho didn't know he was talking about Mike Epps. Yeah, man, who are we talking about? That's the one he's talking about over there, Joe, with the sunglasses on, so he ain't got no eyebrows. This nigga go get some eyebrows.
Damn. Yep, he has no eyebrows for real. Dude just got a straight, clean face, like no beard, no mustache, no eyebrows, probably no lashes, man.
He says he's too handsome for that stuff, Joby.
Oh, okay. You two arguing about it.
And I think the thing for me is that, like I said, what he said. And so we had a conversation, and he and I are gonna get together because he's from India. He is not gonna sit down and talk. And
y'all talked already?
Yeah, we were texting. I mean, DM. We were DMing Ocho. And
okay, okay. That's on y'all.
But we're gonna have a conversation. I'm going to India because I'm coaching in the celebrity basketball game, and so we're gonna get together. And I got upset about, and he told a story. Shannon Sharpe did not DM me to come on the show. I DM'd him. He also said, I wish Kat had said something about me. I'm jealous. Now, the pushback.
That was him joking. That was a joke. That was a concert. That wasn't real. That was him in concert telling jokes, stupid. See, this is a country Negro. That was them talking. That was a comedy skit. He was in a concert telling a joke. Go ahead, Joe. You big country dummy.
I'm there. So I really never go back and watch the interview because I was there when it actually happened. Right. He said, I tried to get Kat to say something negative about him. I never tried to get Kat. I didn't try to get Kat to say anything negative about anybody. The reason why a lot of the interviews take so long, Usher was only an hour because his team that was talking said, look, you want to sit down with He loved the platform. He loved what Ump's doing for the community. He said he wants to sit down with me, but he only has.
That shit ain't doing nothing for no community. We love what your community. That shit ain't doing nothing for no black community. We love what it's doing for the community. What are you talking about? This coon ass nigga here, get out of here. These two coon ass niggas here, get out of here. Go ahead, Joe.
You busy, so I appreciate that. But if you think about it, Ocho, the reason why my interviews take at least normally 2 hours is because I ask the question, I sit back. Very seldom do I ever interrupt the guest because I don't want them to lose their train of thought. Just go ahead and say, speak. I don't try. I'm Switzerland. I'm neutral. I don't agree. I don't disagree with what the person is saying.
That's their choice.
I want the people that's watching on YouTube or listening, however you get it, Apple or Spotify. I think, is there any other way you can listen to it? Apple, Spotify, YouTube podcast. So however you consume it, you get to make your decision. And so they're like, I mean, even DL, and he was like, he said something when Mike Epps said what he said, well, this is what you get for being messy. How? How am I messy? I ask a question, they answer the question. I don't like, hey man, did he do anything else? Did he say anything else? I asked the question, he answered. So we're going back and forth in the DM. He said, bro, let's just have fun with this. I said, no. I said, tell me the fun with you lying on me, saying I'm gay, saying I cross-dress and I look like Medea. Tell me where's the fun. I get it. You get the key. You get the laugh. But tell me the fun in it for me. What I'm starting to see, Ocho, he said, Shannon, he said, this is going to put you in a new realm. This is going to put you in a new stratosphere. He also told me when I got outside, and Jordan can attest to this, He said, they're going to come. He said, they're going to come. He said, because the people that I talked about, they have support. And they're going to come for you. I just want you to know. He says, I want you to be prepared. And he said, it's going to some of them going to be people that you thought you were cool with. But you thought they were cool with you, but they're cooler with the people that I said what I said about. So just be careful. What I'm starting to see is that in our community, anytime a black starts to get money, he had to have sold out the community to get it. Now, I want somebody in the chat, and I want somebody to tell me how I sold out the community. Second of all,
you sold out a long time ago. What are you talking about? You've been a sellout. You've been a sellout for 30 years. About I want somebody to tell me how I was a sellout. Because all you Negroes are sellout, but you've been a sellout for what? 25 years? What are you talking about? You ain't no new sellout, nigga. You been a sellout. What? Nah, see, this is crazy talk. Both these two coon-ass Negroes are sellout Negroes. Both these two Negroes have talked crazy about black women. Both these two bastards here. Especially this moron without the eyebrows. Making up a fake name, calling himself some Mexican name, Ocho Cinco. This nigga don't even want to be black. Ocho Cinco. Who? What's your name, nigga? My name Ocho Cinco. Oh, what? you two coon-ass Negroes have been coon. The audacity, the audacity you asked that question. When did I become a sellout? 25 years ago, nigga. What do you think, Joey?
No.
Oh, Joey. Okay. You been a sellout 25 years ago. What are you talking about? When you became, like it was all of a sudden. When did I become a sellout? I became a sellout 25 years ago, nigga. What you mean when? Like it's new. Then I all of a sudden become a sellout. That's why you was all when Cat Williams, we wasn't really saying nothing new. There's not no great interview. Like, oh, Cat, now come on, Cat, come on. You messing with some powerful people, man. That when you're doing your coon talk, nigga, your coon talk. Come on, man. Come on, Cat. Don't say that, man. Cat, come on, man. When you're doing your coon talk, that's when you became a sellout. Talking about when I became a sellout. You kidding me? You got two coon ass sellout niggas there talking about when they became sellouts. That's like the Negro asking he didn't know he didn't have no eyebrows. I didn't know I had no eyebrows. You the one cut him off, nigga. Go ahead.
Become a little successful, start to make a little paper. The first thing we say, oh, that's the end game. Because they were, and like what they try to do is call the question.
They said you're gay because you're hanging out with your homosexual buddy. Your other part called Hollywood. Now, what man puts a gay man? What man goes everywhere with a gay man? Who goes to the basketball game with a gay man? Who goes to the boxing match with a gay man? Who goes to the football games with a gay man? Everywhere you go, you with this gay man. Like, who gonna do that as a heterosexual man? Now, if you're gay, if you're a power bottom, that's your thing. Hey, but I'm not going everywhere with you. I'm not going to the game with you. I'm not going out to eat dinner with you. We talking about different things. I like women. I like to look at beautiful women and say, oh man, she looks nice. She's good. I don't want no another man telling me another man's ass looks nice.
God
No,
damn.
you want how big his penis is? Like, hey. Go ahead.
Say it's still kind of frowned upon. And it's frowned upon in a lot of communities. Right. But I don't know if it's treated as harsh other than the Muslim community than in the black community.
But you know what? Even today, calling somebody gay, It really holds no weight.
Ocho.
It holds
What?
no weight. It holds no
Ocho.
weight.
What?
They got rules. They got places. Listen, they set a standard for them.
This is where it becomes sad because they gotta tell what the same line, the agenda to everybody that they're trying to put on black people globally. See, that's what they just contradicted themselves. How am I set up? Because both you two coon niggas are selling the agenda that they're trying to push on black people globally. You know you two niggas are coons. You bought and paid for sell out niggas. That's why he went back to that. To even say somebody's gay, that don't even make any sense. That's all wrong. And it's okay to suck cock. It's okay to suck cock. It's good. Go ahead.
Okay. And next. But that's not even
But
an
here's the
insult.
thing, Ocho. People will say, if you repeat something enough, why you think when people give misinformation? If I keep repeating, people will start to believe it's true because a lot of people believe repetitions of a lie will make it true. So if he had just said it once, but he kept repeating it, knowing me, and I get it. My style is Hollywood. He was gay. Okay.
Yeah, your style is Hollywood. Yeah, so you know who everybody's talking about. You the one showing up everywhere with this Negro. You're at the baseball games, football games. You're in the front seat of the basketball games. You're at fighting match. What grown man takes his stylist everywhere he goes? A stylist. And what grown man has a stylist? Huh? That's a woman who has a stylist. And she wants to be stylist. Women dress for the occasion, look beautiful. Like a Joby and Shannon, all look nice. That's what a woman does that. What man is walking with a stylist, eating with a stylist, going to games with a stylist? What? Of course people are going to say, what you doing with this dude all the time? You know, and if I'm a grown man, I'm not going to call you by your fake native Mexican name, Ocho. Hi, Ocho. Hey, Ocho Cinco. He said, Ocho Cinco. I'm not calling another grown man Ocho Cinco. I'm not doing it. Hey, man, what's your mama named you, nigga? Oh, my God. I'm not calling you no Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco. Hey, how about that Ocho? What was his name? His real name is Chad, right? His real name is Chad Johnson. I'm going to call you Chad. All right, I'm not calling you Ocho Cinco. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, and Joby told me to call her, tap dance homie. I'm not going to be called Joby tap dance homie.
Nope.
Joby, I'm not going to be able to do that. But I have to call you Joby, what your mama named you. Sorry. I can't call you by your crazy nickname. Tap dance homie. So I'm not going to be able to do that.
But let me go to the comments very quickly as we wind up. See what people are saying. I see Big Cheese was saying earlier that the streets are just like prison when the Latinos get around twice as many numbers than us.
Yeah.
They are all of a sudden,
attacking us.
And start talking.
They start attacking us. Yeah. See, once they got numbers, see, one-on-one, they keep their mouth shut around. You're right, Big Cheese. One-on-one, they very respectful because we know we'll put our fist in their shit. They get there. They know it's a one-on-one. They know keep your goddamn mouth shut, homie. Don't get to talking too reckless. You might find my fist in your teeth. But as soon as they got enough numbers, outnumber us, then they get the real shit come out. You niggas. Cause you seen what they were doing. You guys had that riot, Big C. What was that riot about that year ago when Joby was showing that? 2 years ago when Joby was showing that, and the Mexicans up there in Chicago said, "Hey, you niggas don't come in our neighborhood. You burn down your own store. Don't bring your dumb asses in here." What was that about? Remember that, Big Cheese? I think you shared that with me and Joby. Joby pulled it up when the Mexicans told you, "Hey, you niggas don't come in our neighborhood. You burn down your own shit. Don't bring your ass in here." And then they start getting fucked up. They start getting fucked up. They're like, hey, where the black people to help us? Where the black people at? Nah, you hold that L yourself. That's right. And they get enough numbers, they're going to get to start talking crazy to us. They're like, uh-oh. Go, Joe, read the comments. Let's just get out of here.
John Mosquito says that we do not have power bats in UK, and Danny also says that
You got a lot of power bottoms. That's why you always running. That's why you always running, nigga.
Danny also says that black people always argue over shit that doesn't improve us as a people.
Exactly.
And John also says that I never knew Mike Epps was related to Omar Epps. Apparently, they are cousins. And Danny says, look, you better plan to get out of America and build in Africa. In a minute, it's going to be your best option. I'm a truck driver, and in 3 years, my job won't be available. Damn. And you heard it, family. Invest back in the continent. And also, Danny adds that they are trying to make it so your black ass can't even make a living. And Jason added earlier that most black folks in America just going to have to learn the hard way in Africa. Africa too expensive. Plus, folks don't know nothing about the land, let alone trust in anyone. That's true. Most of the people would suffer if they came here as well, because if you've not taught yourself the culture of Africa or try to know a few things, you're gonna be scammed. Trust me, you gonna be scammed for real. But also Big Cheese says Shannon and Ocho, is it Ocho?
Yeah, Ocho. You can say his nigga Ocho Cinco. His name is Chad, Joey. You want to call him by his real name? The Negro with no eyebrows, name is Chad.
Oh, okay. Shannon and the man with no eyebrows do is gossip. What they do is gossip and talk about how they like non-black women.
Exactly, Big Cheese. These two groupie niggas, they've been called out because they know they've been talking shit for years about black women. Yeah, black women ain't no good. The Jobies ain't no good. White women are the best. They've been caught out saying the shit. White women, they love white women. I love me some white coochie. And Shannon's been dragged by these white women. So I don't feel no shame for that. I think Ocho, they took some of his money. That's why he got mad and cut off his eyebrows. Damn. I cut off my eyebrows. I don't want none of you black bitches. Damn.
And I also see, but John was saying that I wonder who Shay is gonna interview next. I also want to see who's next after Monique, and I also see. And
hey, did you guys see Monique son come out? She's like, oh, the love has got to be there. And see, I don't trust no Monique either. She don't go all in. She come. Everybody doing the best of it, but they still our sisters. They still our brothers. She's still trying to get a role in Hollywood and say they no good bastards. Oh, they did me wrong, but they still my sister, and they still my brother, and all that dumb shit, right? And a son came out and said, she talking all this fake love. She never gave me no goddamn love.
Daba also says two dudes shouldn't share the same tab of popcorns, and then Sankenon says, can no man put his hand on my popcorn bucket?
Who said that, Joey? Who said that, Joey?
And Sanken one.
Them two niggas in the movies got one popcorn bucket, both hands up in her head. Hey man, hey nigga, what your hand doing in my bucket?
Why are you touching my fingers, man? Why are you touching?
That's right. Women can do that. Men, no.
And Sangen also says, last time another male had his hand in my popcorn bucket was at the movie theater watching Return to the Jedi, and that was my 7-year-old brother. Oh God!
Okay, that's your brother. I knew that. That was a good one. I'm so good one.
Cheese is asking, Kid, do you think Senator Tim Scott is a power button?
Is Tim Scott? Yeah, that's a cat from South Carolina. They've been saying that because he never even know women. But we know Senator what's that senator from New Jersey who tried to pretend he was dating Rosario Dawson, right? And then Rosario Dawson came out and said she was lesbian. That's y'all were going. That's y'all were dating. Cory Booker. That's that's K Williams senator. K Williams senator. Brother K Williams senator. That's Cory Booker. And also my brother's senator lives in New Jersey, right? So that's their senator talking about he's not gay and I'm engaged to Rosario Dawson. And then 3 days later, Rosario Dawson came out the closet. Nah, nigga, you're not engaged to me. I like licking coochie. he might be. I haven't looked on it. He got the face of one. He looked like one of that old. That's a sellout coon. Oh man, the South Carolina bootlicking. All of them are all hanging to their coon. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Anyway, family, I think we'll be wrapping it up there. Shout out to Collins Lazaro. Thank you so much for following the host on TikTok.
Shout out to everybody that was on. Shout out to everybody who's on TikTok. It was a good discussion on TikTok too.
Yeah.
It just became Black Eye Fire at the end, laughing, joking.
Yeah. But
So much
we're
love,
coming
fam.
to the end of today's conversation, family. It's been an amazing 2 hours, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in. You've been so many of you, and I hope for those who have been here for the first time, subscribe. And to all our amazing.
Remember, it's the same time tomorrow, but it's Camlish and Joby at the same time. So either go on TikTok or on the radio. It's still a good discussion, just that they also play they play your jams.
Mm-hmm.
They play your requests.
Mm-hmm.
So
Juba, I don't think I'm gonna eat ugali again. I ate ugali lunchtime and beef, so right now I feel like frying some chicken, just fried chicken. That's all. And then I'm having a very bad headache, so I don't think I really have that much strength to cook.
Okay. We know you had a headache. Okay.
Yeah, I've been having a headache since morning. I don't know what's up.
It's late. It was late now. You're sleeping in the studio, right? You're not going home, are you?
I'm going home. I need to get
this.
Shit. I can't makeup. I don't have wet wipes here to clean my face.
Okay. Well, be safe. They got hyenas out there, Joe. Be safe.
I'm gonna take a motorbike, so I'm not gonna walk by foot. I'll take a motorbike.
Okay, shit. Some hyenas are running around somewhere out there. I don't. Where there? That's some scary shit. So yeah, get on there. Okay, Joe. We'll let you go so you get on to the house.
Yeah. I still have to eat over here, then I'll leave. I'll be able to leave.
Okay.
But anyway, family, much love. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, different conversation.
What's up, fam?
Thank you, Big Cheese, Jiba Jaba, Jason Hill, Danny Arison, Joe Mosquito, and Sunken One, K. Williams, Econ 5, you are there listening to also see Ricky Snow, and to everyone who has been with us and I've not mentioned you, Karibu Sana, and thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys tomorrow, same time, different conversation. Peace. I'm out.